Okay, so today is day 18. I am actually out at track practice with my kiddos. I have a little one in the back. She's playing video. 'Cause she forgot her mask, so she can't go out there. But um, day 18 has been really good. Just more insight from God. Just again, continuing to settle in. I go to the doctor tomorrow, which is going to be really important in regards to how I proceed, because obviously going to 21 days. Last night, I don't know if I put this in the video last night. So last night I was at 113. I'll weigh myself again today to see where I am. But my size, I think, and I keep going back to this because I know the first time I did a long fast, which was like the 6-day fast, the first time I did the 6-day fast, I had this experience where I was just fatigued. It was really hard for me to move about. Like I would have to, if I walked, I would have to take breaks. Even when I was doing the cooking before we left tonight, I kind of had my little stool over there, sitting down, kind of cooking, sitting down, kind of like old school grandma. Where my stool? And she'd sit down and cook or whatever. That's what it kind of reminded me of. But so obviously it could be a myriad of things. It could be just how my body does, because like I said, it did it on the 6-day fast. But any 6 or 7-day fast I did after that, I did not have that problem. Or it could just be that because I do not have a lot of like body fat or what have you, like my energy supply is just honestly completely drained. Do little things like going up the steps and stuff like that. Like I get winded, like I have to sit and take deep breaths and things like that. So again, that may be my body trying to adjust to this intensity, or it may be oops, hold on, my baby's coming over. You're doing blocks today? Okay, you have your spikes? Okay, good job. Tell Scott, hey, Juice, tell Scott to make sure she's on her toes, okay? Okay, sorry. So it could be my body adjusting or different things like that. So I am at 113 pounds. To give you an idea, I'm 5'7". And my range should be from BMI to just healthy weight, or whatever you want to call it, from a medical standpoint. For my height, I think I'm supposed to be somewhere between about 127 and 145 obviously being on the higher end. So yes, I'm down at, and don't quote me on that because I think it changes with age and different things like that, but I'll get a full rundown tomorrow. But again, I'm down at like 113. So with that being said, in regards to moving forward, if I decide to go past the 21, I'm pretty sure I would have to do at least one meal a day, just because again, I wish I could take pictures or what have you so you could see, but very small, so just to kind of give you somewhat of a visual, like I can see my hip bone. And I'm fortunate in the fact that I'm a ectomorph, I believe is what, so I'm naturally muscular. So, if you look, you can still see a little bit of muscle tone and different things like that because I'm naturally muscular. So that helps me. But I was joking the other day, like my stomach is a cup because it go in. So, I'm in the car, y'all. It's like 105 degrees out here. Anyway, good for your skin. It's like a sauna. So, at that point, I wanted to be true to the straight no food fast for at least the first 21 days. I knew that, it would be, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to record and just give information as much as I could, just for, people who may be a little bit smaller and they're pursuing this like everyone else for spiritual reasons. However, you want to be careful in how you go about it and manage it. So, I did. I'm obviously I'm going to make it through to the 21 days. I mean, and so, but I do have a desire to continue. I just want to use wisdom. So I go to the doctor tomorrow. I'll get some feedback there. And it may be a scenario where I may go to one meal a day. Probably at dinner with the family. So I guess that'll be more like a consecration than an actual, it won't be a complete fast. But from a spiritual standpoint, just so much is coming out of this, so much insight. Again, I know it's an onion with layers and you're just kind of peeling certain things off bit by bit, but don't really want to stop, don't really want to come out of this unique bubble, because there's so much. And again, I know you don't get it all at once. It's a process. But, while we're doing this as a community, tribe, I want to, see how much farther I can continue on. But again, I'll go to the doctor tomorrow and then I'll be praying, because I 1,000,000% know God told me to fast for 21 days. I know that, because even before this came up, that was in my heart and my spirit to do. So because I was on a fast, I was on a 10-day fast. I got cut a little bit short. I stopped 7 days, but my goal and my plan was to pick up a little bit more weight and go into a 21-day fast. That was already set in my mind, and God moved, and this came about, the 21-40 fast with Dr. Williams. So I know that was God. That was already in my spirit. So I knew how long I was going to be fasting, because it had already been downloaded for me. I knew that's what I needed to do, so there was no question about that. I'm just enjoying the process so much, and there's still so much more work to do from a spiritual standpoint. Kind of like digging in deeper. I was talking to my son, and I was talking about tonight. I was thinking about doing my own personal shut-in. The old school shut-ins when you were going to church at like 9 o'clock and then you wouldn't come out till like 4 or 5 in the morning and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about doing that tonight, going into my prayer closet once everybody gets settled in, and just, from then to about 4 or 5 in the morning, just praying, worshiping, reading the word, just really trying to dig in and really get a fresh infilling of the Holy Spirit's guidance. Like, again, I'm on this fast to, gain a closer relationship with God, to get more insight, to break those chains, and just those different things that you struggle with, or looking for God for, what have you. And so I want to take advantage of this opportunity while I am in the midst of it. So thinking about doing that tonight. I will let y'all know how that go. And then the other thing is just the unexpected blessings that have come out of this, because my little ones, they see me doing this, and obviously they notice the physical changes and different things like that, but they also notice how committed I am to it, and just the spiritual things that I'm sharing with them. And so, like I said, from a cooking standpoint, that was a small blessing, because again, just the new recipes and just the new excitement about the different type of meals that I can cook for them and different things like that. That's a blessing to them, but that's a blessing to me too, because I'm not a cook, don't necessarily enjoy cooking. It's not my thing, but it has been renewed. And so not only is that good for me, because it makes me happy, you know what I mean, when they're enjoying the food and things like that. So that was really cool. That wasn't something I was looking for. That was something I prayed about, although I did pray about things from a standpoint of a mom, and just wanting to be even better in that area. So I guess God decided, hey, you might want to handle that part right there. So, and then even on the way to, while we were on our way to track practice, because we drive about an hour to get to track practice. And my son is an avid reader. He is an avid reader. I mean, he absorbs books. Um, he loves books. He loves history. He's all. That's something that we started very early on with all of them, and he just loves books. So he always normally has a book with him. Of course, I ask them to read the Bible daily and pray and things like that. But I look over today, and okay, I'm sweating. And he the book that he had with him was his Bible. Mind you, he's 15. Okay, so I'm like, wow, and he was really into it and reading it, and that was good. That made me feel good. That was good to see. And I had shared with him that I might do this little shut-in or whatever, and he was kind of looking at me, and I was just explaining, because we believe in hard work. Whatever we do, grind it out. You put in 110%. And I explained to him it's no different in your relationship with God. The same way, you work hard at track or football, and you get out early in the morning and do drills and things like that. It's no different with God. You have to pursue Him. You have to put, extra effort into the relationship. If you really want more out, you got to put a lot more in. So the same way, you sacrifice certain things so that you can be good at what you're doing athletically or in school or what have you. It's no different than your relationship with God. Like, and I talked to him about how, blessed are they that do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. And so just kind of explaining to him, some people may look at this as extreme, or I don't understand, what have you, but it's no different than someone pursuing any other goal. Financial goals or career goals or athletic goals, where they're up at 3 in the morning doing workouts and 2-a-days and nobody sees that as weird. They see that as dedicated. Oh my goodness, they're going to be great. And what I was saying was, is that that same passion you put into your relationship with God. If you can give things of the world that much attention and dedication, you definitely should find a way to do that with God. And so that was the conversation. And then, like I said, a few minutes later, I look over, and he had already had his Bible with him, which I didn't notice it at the time. And he was reading it. So that was a blessing as well. So there are big things that I put down on my list. That God has moved on 2 of them already. But then there were the unexpected things, the things that I didn't know that I needed, that, God decided to kind of manifest His goodness in those areas. So it's just great. Just this whole process is, and it's not, you have to be committed. You have to know why you're doing it, because it's not for the faint of heart, so to speak, because there are times when things are going on and physically and stuff like that, and I'm just literally like, it don't matter. I bet you what? Bet you won't eat. Bet you I don't care. I bet you I'm not gonna die. I bet you that much. I bet you I'm gonna finish this to the end. Like, I know that much. So when you know exactly why you're doing it, even when you face those challenges, and they will come, you're dedicated to it. Like, it doesn't matter what you throw at me. This is what's going to happen, because I'm committed to this process, and I'm committed to, seeing what it is the Lord has for me. So anyway, that was this day, and it's been a good day. So go to the doctor tomorrow. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is I'm a little I can be, not all the time, but I can be a little bit stubborn. Like if I don't like something, I don't like it. I don't want to fool with it. I'm not doing it. I'm not eating it. I'm not drinking it. I don't. And I'm not bad with water, but during this fast, I will say during this fast, I have not done well with drinking my water. It's just, we were suggested to drink the little blue water, and I can't get it out here in California. I mean, I could have, but the shipping costs. I said, no, we better boil some water. Paying all that for shipping. Shipping costs like 2-3 times more than the water itself, so I couldn't get it shipped out here. I haven't found a place in California that has the blue water, and so I've been drinking spring water. I actually had some sparkling water just because I needed something. And as y'all know, juice. I'm trying it. But I haven't been drinking as much water as I need, and so all these toxins haven't necessarily been flushed. And I had like a small breakout, and I realized, I said, these toxins aren't being flushed. They're like kind of, I'm not drinking enough water to flush them all the way out. And so I had to, you know, be more diligent in it. But drinking this water, obviously over these next 3 days or so, I've committed to being very diligent with drinking my water, which obviously I should have been doing from the beginning, but I wasn't because it's nasty and it's literally making me sick to my stomach. But I'm doing it anyway just because I have to make sure that I'm flushing all this stuff out of my system. Note, anyone who saw the video yesterday where I did juicing, love juicing. Gotta find your balance. You do. Find find your formula. And be very, very delicate with your ginger. Did y'all see how much ginger I put in there? Well, when I took a sip of that juice, I said, oh, set my soul on fire, tell you that. I was on fire for the Lord after that. Because that ginger was just a lot. So I put way too much ginger in. Way too much ginger in. It was very difficult to try and drink. So, but I love the juicer. Obviously, it's great. But finding the right recipe and balance is important. And if you use ginger, you live and you learn. Just maybe like that. Okay. So that was my update on the juice. It came out well, other than the fact burnt up everything in my body. It's okay. So that's that. And I wanted to check in. I know when I get home, do some things and then do the shut-in, so I wouldn't do a video tonight, so I wanted to go ahead and do it now while I'm out here waiting for them. But just awesome day 18, and God is still moving. Really, this has been, again, more about just being more open and recognizing certain things, and slowly beginning to develop a better relationship and communication with God, and just being a little bit more comfortable with not being so anxious and like everything now, just kind of having a lot more patience even when it comes to prayer and different things like that, and knowing it's okay. Just rest in God. So anyway, that's it. I hope everybody has a great evening, and I will check in with you all tomorrow. I don't know how soon. I might check in after I leave the doctor. I don't know, but I'm excited to see what the doctor has to say for various reasons. Who knows? Who knows? But I know one thing: that blood work gonna be on point. So y'all have a great evening.